It's man,
because
testimony.
because
Oh, hold on. Oh, this sounds juicy. This next chapter,
oh,
quarrel
bro,
between
before we
Satan and
get, I know, Derek, hold on, dog. I gotta bring this point
concerning the
up.
expected arrival of Christ in hell. Because again, like we said, they saw the little spark of light. They like, oh, let's go. So Jesus didn't just whoosh, like pop up right there in the moment. No, they see him on his way down, like
He too cold for
it's
all that. He got to make
they're
it,
watching him.
bro.
So I'm saying they're watching him come down though. Like
Yes.
this is a process, and they like, oh, this is it, and they connecting all each other's dots. But like this is there's what they saw the light, but there is time still in between him coming down. He has
Like,
to. It's a journey. He's journeying down there. He didn't just
Bro.
teleport. Like
No, nah, man.
he
Crisis.
didn't just.
He think y'all where y'all think making the interest came from him.
Man, you're
But
right.
nobody make it better. And bro, this interest that we about to read about is ain't no other interest like this, bro. We already reading about it now, bro. But like, I'm tripping because it say when all the patriarchs and the prophets heard these things, Seth, they rejoiced more. They sitting here listening to Seth talk about what's in paradise. They're like, hold on. They hear like, yeah, we get, but you get so much insight just from them telling their perspective. Hold on, what? The tree of what?
Right. But
Did
when
you?
he said it, when Michael said it to him, he like, what are you talking about? And they're down there. I'm talking about just now down there connecting the dots.
Yes.
They didn't even connect these dots while they was alive. They didn't.
Yes.
No. Again, like, oh, just like us. They were still seeing it as parable.
Yes.
When no, there's a literal tree of mercy. You actually have to wait, like
And
to
that's
get.
as a
But
parable.
Adam knew it was literal, and Seth is like, it must be talking about some like parable, this medicine or something. You
Bro,
know
I
what I'm saying? Just like
think
we were saying, pointing out the shadow of death is actual. We thought it was parable, but it's actual place. Same
I
thing there.
think some of the later generations might have thought it was parables, but I
Yeah,
think like the early ones, like they knew it was like, no, this is what it is. Like if Seth saw Michael and that's what Michael told him, then like I'm sure this nigga took him at face value. I
right.
just again being down there in that place, it's good. Just like what y'all was talking about right before I got off and I had to put the kids to bed. Like y'all was talking about solitary confinement that can warp you. Like he
yeah.
ain't that moment in time in his long life. He like, nigga, I'm down. Like you not in your right frame of mind of thinking. Because as we reading it now, as I was listening to it before, because I found something for me to be able to listen to it.
Yeah.
I'm like, hey, I'm like, how are they just now talking about this? They was down there for all that time. They talking now, like, but like you said, they had to bring it to remembrance. That wasn't on the forefront of their mind. They was just making sure they was keeping the faith and believing.
Yes.
Like it was like, man, I don't know how long we'll be down here. They just focusing on because you got to think that's the only thing you can really focus on to make sure that you keep your faith and you believe.
Right.
Is focusing on that, not trying to figure out like, well, shit, when is he coming down here? What all got to happen to get? Like you ain't thinking about that. You like, man.
He said he coming, and I would just wait.
And I think that's really what the reason why they was rejoicing is because by them connecting those dots, they're like, oh no, this is about to happen. We about to like it was like how they say like that little ray of hope. It was like it was just widening up. They're like, oh no, this is it. Like we about to get up out of here. We believed. We just ain't. I'm saying like they like, nah, bro, we
Yeah.
really out of here.
Yes,
Yeah.
bro.
Man, I can only imagine like joyful they were. Like how filled, like I can only imagine how much joy it was filled with in that moment, man.
I know,
Like,
bro.
because like that's different from how you say, like, you know, you can't put your kids or your love for your kids or your family above him. He got to be one. Like the birth of my kids ain't gonna equal the amount of joy. If I was down there, see, because that's not bringing me despair. I'm saying like that is like despair. That's what's another word? That's you know
Hell.
He said it, bro. That is
yeah,
the blackness of darkness, like you said earlier.
expression truest form. That's all those like feelings that people be talking about here, nigga. That's the embodiment. down there. And then to have your faith confirmed, and you like, bro, we about to get up out of here. Like,
Bro,
you know what I'm saying? That's, man.
that's
I don't
wild.
want much time because I want us to be, I don't know how much longer y'all plan on being on the phone call. I can't be on all night, but I want us to at least start with chapters, this next chapter. We can.
This is going to go even further. While all the saints were rejoicing, behold, Satan, the prince and the captain of death. Prince and the captain of death. So you know, death
Satan is the prince of hell and the captain of death. He's just a
No.
prince.
He's the prince of death and the captain of death.
Correct. The
but
prince
he's talking to the prince of hell. That's somebody else.
Exactly. Yeah. And that means death is something else in his own self. Death is his own entity. I don't know what kind of entity, but it's an entity. And said to the prince of hell, prepare to receive Jesus of Nazareth himself, who boasted that he was the Son of God, and yet was a man afraid of death, and said, my soul is sorrowful even to death. He talking shit.
Yep.
Right.
Besides,
he like, look who I got.
Yes, bro. Besides, he did many injuries to me. That's funny right there. Besides, he did many injuries to me and to many others. Bro, you still lost. Like, yeah, bro, even in you bragging, you sound ridiculous, bro. And
he said it took me a lot to get this nigga, but I think I got him.
Dog. He did many injuries to me and those and many others. For those whom I made blind and lame, and those who I tormented with several devils, he cured with his words. Yea, and those whom I brought dead to thee, he by force taketh them away. The prince of hell replied to say, this is the funniest conversation to me, bro. He said, who is that so powerful, prince, that, and yet a man who is afraid of death? He said, bro, do you even hear what you're saying?
That's an oxymoron.
How is he this powerful?
But you telling me you're afraid of death. What is that?
Potentates.
What is that?
Yeah.
Potenantes of people of the earth are subject. Okay, yeah. All the people of the earth are subject to my power, whom thou broughtest to subjection by thy power. Oh, wow. All the people of the earth are subject to my power, whom you brought to subjection by your power. Okay. But if he be so powerful in his human nature, now these is not humans. This is something else, bro. We talking about some beings that we don't even know. This is
but he's saying
like beings talking.
Right. He's saying in human nature, like in this form, because obviously our spiritual form is more powerful than this flesh, right? Exactly. So he said he got this much power in his human form. What you think he about to come down here and do?
Exactly.
Nigga.
Literally, bro. Literally.
Nigga.
Literally. He's saying that. Like, what the I affirm to thee for truth that he is almighty in his divine nature, and no man can resist his power. When therefore he said he was afraid of death, he designed to ensnare thee, and unhappy it will be to thee for everlasting ages. Then Satan replying said to the prince of hell, why didst thou express a doubt and was afraid to receive that Jesus of Nazareth, both thy adversary and mine? This nigga he like, bro, are you slow? Are you, what did Chris Broussard say? Are you retarded?
Is he retarded?
Dog. Chris Broussard said, is he retarded? Satan is like, hold on, bro.